Morning, folks. Hold on. Hello. It is, aye. That's all right, Lorna. Lorna, can I give you a call back? I'm in the middle of a live broadcast just now. I'll phone you back in 30 minutes, okay? Thank you. Bye. Legend. That's Lorna up in Harris. Got back to me. So your money's going out to Lorna and Harris this morning. Anyway, good morning, folks. Hold on, we get Facebook on board. And then we'll start this gibberish off. Okay. Morning, Reagan Elite. Morning, Class Action. Folks, check out Reagan Elite's channel. I believe Alistair's put a link for his PMQs live today in the comments. I might pop into it myself. I tend not to watch PMQs because it's just a bunch of fucking Judy show. Right, let's get Facebook on board. Okay, that's Facebook on board. Right, good morning, folks. Indy Truck Davy out the truck and at home in his office in Salisbury, North Lanarkshire, where it is not bad, clear enough, 2 degrees. Average weather for this time of year. That's the weather for Salisbury, North Lanarkshire. You want to know what the weather's like where you are? Well, look out, you're in bloody windy. There you go. Right, so it's Indy Truck Davy on the 4th of the 12th, 2024. It's budget day. So no doubt we'll have some budget speculation in the press today. And first up this morning we have the Times. And what's the Times got for us today? The Times has got South Korea in turmoil as politicians rise up against martial law. So there seems to be some turmoil in South Korea. Greeks claim triumph over Elgin marbles. Apparently the Elgin marbles are heading back to Greece for the Galang. And a plea to scrap peak rail fares bosses urged. Now, there's been no peak rail fares disappeared here in Scotland for an extended period of 12 months as a trial. But budget cuts coming from down the road meant that the trial came to an end, and the idea of just scrapping peak fares altogether went out the window. Should come back though. It got people out their cars and on the trains. So it should come back. Alright, let's move on. The Daily Rancid has exclusive victory for record. 200 million as the house on the house. John Swinney to reverse Hume's use of brutal cut to home funding with major reset. So apparently John is going to reverse Hume's cut to funding for building houses. Now, of course, Hume's like anybody has had a hard decision to make at a time, and to look at what's in the pot and decide where it was best spent. And at that point in time, building houses wasn't the answer. But now we're back on house building. Now, this isn't a record for this isn't a victory for the Daily Record. We've been sitting here for months talking about these papers. I don't remember the Record actually fucking mentioning house building at all. What this is about is there's consequentials coming down the line because England's about to spend on house building. So whatever they spend on house building, 8.4% of it will come up the road as a consequential, and that gives John the 200 million quid to start building houses again. Simple as that. It's got nothing to do with the Daily Record. See these papers that claim that they have won a campaign? They're full of shit. Really are. But we already know the Daily Record's full of shite. Right, let's move on. The Scotsman has business plea amid Robson's budget pledge. Finance Secretary vows as IFS warns against tax rises. Now, the IFS, the Institute for Fiscal Studies, is a Tufton Street shower of shite which has been given too much prominence in our media. And this Tufton Street shower of shite, like all the rest of the shower of shites in Tufton Street, is the reason why we have one economic disaster after another, is one government after another adopts these fucking think tank silliness. because that's all they are. I mean, the BBC will promote the IFS as a respected think tank. Respected by fucking who? They've never got nothing right yet. In fact, none of these Tufton Street fucking idiots have ever got anything right. Look at what fucking Trust did because of these Tufton Street fucking idiots and the Institute for Economic Affairs. They couldn't fucking spell economic or affairs or institute to start with. They're as thick as fuck, straight out of school, and absolutely no fucking life experience as spanners. Fucking IFS. Who the fuck are the IFS or the IEA? There's certainly no reputable think tanks as they are being portrayed to us. Thanks, Geordie. Thank you very much, you're a star. To fill the bank account, I'm going to go and empty it over the course of the next week. But Geordie, that will come in after the 21st of December and it will go straight out to baby banks. So thank you, Geordie. You're an absolute star. As are you all. Right, we've had the Scotsman. The Herald has weak police leadership may lead to more shooting sprees. What the fuck are they talking about? I mean, I know there was a couple of shootings in the Isle of Skye recently. That was a crime of passion when you read into it. But shooting sprees, where the fuck are these people getting guns? Obviously, these people live in the rural area, with farming in their blood, so they had access to weapons. The average Joe in the street doesn't have access to weapons. Fucking shooting sprees. A lot of bollocks. The Herald. Jeez, oh. What the Herald does have the day, though, I'll put it up. It's a new banner. They get the Herald up. It is, yeah. The Herald's going to be a snazzy new blue banner at the top of its front page. And apparently South Korea to lift back martial law and gift of Aaron's guerrilla gardeners. So apparently somebody's been on about Aaron planting plants. Wonderful stuff. Right, the Sun. The Sun's got Wallace thrust groin at my face on MasterChef and BBC edited it out. Well, we're back on this fucking food critic again. Day 4 for the Sun on food critic tells tawdry jokes. Very good. The Daily Fail has Letby and is quizzed in jail over more baby deaths. And that's this nurse that was jailed for killing babies in a hospital setting. Now they think she might be responsible for some murder. Well, you off to the naughty stage, Gillian. Watch your arse in that candle, it's a new one, it's burning bright. Right. The Telegraph has Whitehall reverts to working from home. So civil servants have been sent home to work. Cheaper than running the ministries. And also, I broke into my own parliament to save South Korea. South Korean politician apparently broke into the parliament in order to alert people to the problems of martial law. Okay, now the National says, Reform UK on track for 2 MSPs in Scotland's biggest city. And the main headline in the National, I'll put it up. The main headline in the National today is time for the UK to recognise Palestinian. Time for UK to recognise Palestinian state is now. Ambassador insists move would send message of hope as he criticised Britain's historic role in the current situation. What he's saying is, hoy, recognise Palestine and stop being complicit in the murder of these fucking people. Simple as that. I mean, what's going on is an embarrassment to those in the diplomatic service, as well as a bloody embarrassment to us all. Starmer's Zionist leanings and his support for the murder of fuck knows how many women and children it is now, it'll be up over the 40,000 mark, is outrageous. I keep telling people on this programme, Starmer is a fucking monster. This guy's supposed to be a father who sleeps cosy in his fucking bed at night as he sends arms to a rogue regime who are murdering people who are supposed to be in their care. After all, there's rules of occupation. And Israel has broken every fucking one of them. But Starmer and his bloodlust, and what people just don't get is, if you can fucking ignore 35,000 children being murdered elsewhere, he can fucking ignore it happening here, or he can do it here himself. Alistair, thank you very much. Here's a gentleman. Funds well done to the Scottish lass that won the Art Fund. She did an excellent speech about Gaza, but you would hear that you won't hear that in the MSM. A whitewash. Art whitewash. I didn't know it was a Scottish lass that won the Turner Prize. I knew the Turner Prize was up for a presentation, but I didn't realise who'd won it. Right, the Eye tells us, it's an English story in the Eye this morning, and that tells us that GCSEs and A-levels to be digital by 2030 in most subjects. Obviously there's practical subjects where you can't do it digitally. But, as I say, apparently exams in England will be digital by 2030. They'll probably be the same here as well, but the concern I have is that these kids won't take their exams. They'll get AI to do it for them. So we'll have that many kids with great pass marks but no fucking brains. Because AI will be doing their exams for them. I don't like this idea. I don't. I mean, if I'm an 18-year-old or a 16-year-old and I'm sitting exams and I'm doing it on the computer, I'm just going to hit AI, get the answers straight to them, even get them to write it. Scan in the test paper and get them to fucking do it for me. In fact, the test paper will be online, just fucking get to an AI program and let it go on with it. Anyway, where are we? That was the Eye. The Metro tells us, smiling princess returns to duties. It's Kate to be back. Who gives a fuck? Parasite's wife, back on freebies while being adored by stupid people. So apparently Kate Middleton is back at work. Whatever the fuck work is. I've never known any of them to do any work. Show up somewhere, cut a ribbon, have people nodding about you, give you free tea and coffee and a nice biscuit. Is that work? He's a fucking job. Doug, you're listening, but you've got the soup pot on. You've got all the Sandras in there and all, have you, Doug? Because apparently you need all the Sandras to make a pot of soup. Just ask Janie. Oh, you can't, she did. Yeah. Morning, Gordon. Right. So, budget day to day. I regularly, she works, and I'm fucking, bang on time, she works. No, she didn't. She shows up, waves, gets a biscuit and a cup of tea, and gets back into her car. I suppose you could go climbing in and out the car work. Anyway, what's the star goat for us today? But we'll see what the stars go for us today. Where are we? The Daily Star. What's the star goat for us today? This one's fucking brilliant. World in uproar and Christmas in tatters. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me yet another bleeding bounty. Now, apparently, I'll blow this up a bit actually. Apparently, the entire world has ground to a shuddering halt after tearful chocoholics found a bounty bar behind the first three doors of their celebrations advert calendar. There you go, folks. That's it. World's fuck. Christmas is done. 3 bounties in a row. Ah, this isn't a slot machine. You don't get a win for 3 bounties in a row. To be fair, I'd be pissed off if I get 3 bounties in a row and on an advert calendar. But there you go. World's gone fucking to a shuddering halt because the spanner in the newspaper holding his calendar gets 3 bounties in a row. Wow, that's it. It was bound to happen, was it, Gordon? That was bound to be the joke told about this one, actually. hey, Alistair, your kid was raging getting 3 bounties in a row. Decimating coconuts. Well, that's it for the day, folks. As you just heard, I'm going to phone back Harris, in a wee minute, get some details, then I'll be off to the bank to transfer funds to the Food Bank and Citizens Advice Bureau in Harris. So I better get off of here and get on the work. And then next week, as I say, David and I will be taking the money that's left in the account, which is as I say, it's £1,200, and we'll be splitting it between 3 baby banks. So Agnes, if you're watching, 400 quid coming your way shortly. All right, the use, folks, thanks very much for everything you've done for our communities this year. And I mean that sincerely. We've had a bumper year thanks to your generosity when it comes to helping the communities here in Scotland. And that alone makes it worth putting this programme out and putting the Two Davies programme out. That alone, the fact that you guys, as a collective, are helping to feed those less well off than us. And for that I'm grateful. And so is David, and so is the communities here in Scotland who received this money. So thank you all. Yous are the stars of this show. Absolutely. Now I'm away to phone back to Harris, and make them an award of £250 thanks to you guys and your generosity. Look after yourselves, look after each other. I'll be back tomorrow morning to do it all again, and David and I will be back tomorrow afternoon. Okay, as I say, I've got a phone call to make. You know what it's about because you were here when I answered the phone. So I'll catch you all tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. On behalf of me, David, and the people of Scotland, keep up the good work. You're bloody superstars.